Today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect pom-pom using the Clover Pompom maker. Normally these come in a pack of 4 as far as I'm aware. I don't know whether you can buy them singly. I lost one. I lost the one that I wanted to use today as well, so that's just typical. But today we're going to use the blue one just because it'll be quick and easy, and I'll be able to show you because these make huge pom-poms and middle-sized pom-poms. This one is probably my favourite, although I have been using this one quite a lot lately. But today we'll use the little blue one. So you're going to need some scissors, your wool and your pom-pom maker. I'll put a link in the comments below, in the description below, as to where you can get these from. So the Clover Pompom maker is a strange little contraption that all pulls into bits to make your pom-pom, but they make absolutely brilliant pom-poms, and I've never looked back since getting one. I used to do the old cardboard donut thing, but not anymore. Now I'm going to use these. So we need to start by opening these. Now there's 2 of them that you need to open for starters. You can also open the other ones to make it easier to hold if you want to. Line them up together, and let's move this out of the way so you can see a bit better. Now this will be the inside of your pom-pom. If you can hear my dog in the background, I do apologise. This will be the inside of your pom-pom, and this is the fluffy outside of your pom-pom. So when you start with your yarn to the outside so that becomes one of the bits of fluff that you get to see. Now I usually start quite close up to the end, and make sure you lock that one in, and then you can let go and just start to wrap. Now you need them lined up, and you need to make sure you don't get any wool going over like this. It must go around those, and wind from one side to the other. Again, don't go over any of these at all, because that will ruin the look of your pom-pom. So we're going to fill this up as fat as possible. So once it's pretty much flat across there, you need to fold it back across itself. Now make sure you end with your yarn to the outer end of it, not towards here. Make sure you end so you're over this side. Bring it across, oops, and then you can feed it through the little gap at the end there and start onto this one. And you do exactly the same again, holding it tight, making sure not to go over any of these sections here. Okay, so once that's done, you fold that one in as well, and you snip your yarn. Now at this point you need to be pretty careful not to let this open anymore. It must stay shut, because now you're going to start snipping the yarn. So in between your gap, just pop your scissors in and snip across. Now you will have a little join on one of the sides. Just give that a little snip as well, just where the yarn runs through from one side to the other. And if you can see that on there, we're just going to snip that, get rid of that, and then snip all the way across to the other side, keeping it tightly shut. Turn and snip the opposite side. You will need some sharp scissors because it's going to be tough. Okay. So when you've done the snipping, you're going to have something like this, and it's also going to really try hard to force itself open because it's full. So you can see it starting there to open. So you must keep those closed. Now you need to snip yourself a length of yarn, and if you hold the pom-pom maker up, there's a gap in between each side. So you push the yarn down into there and bring it around to the other side, tie it over itself and pull really tight. Now I like to wrap this around a good few times, so I'm going to go back the other way and do the same again. Back the other way and do the same again. Oops. And then on my last one, I like to just make that a knot, just to make absolutely certain it's not going anywhere. Right, now most of the time I like to leave these on because you can use this to fasten the pom-pom to whatever you're doing, the hat, or use it as the hanging line, or anything you want. One of them will be snipped off, or you can use them both together if you want it extra sturdy. Now we pull from one side, pull both your levers up, turn it and pull both your levers up again. So you'll have something like this, and then you pull the pom-pom maker away from it. So now you have a pom-pom, but it's a bit of a scraggy pom-pom. It's not quite there just yet. So the next thing we need to do is give it a haircut. So I tend to, especially with the bigger ones, you might need to puff it out a bit because it gets a little bit flat on the sides where the pom-pom maker's been. So look at your pom-pom, try and make it as cylinder as possible. Cylinder? No, sphere-like. And start snipping at those scraggy ends that are just sticking up, being a nuisance. We don't want them. We want the ones that are falling in line. So do not be afraid. Snip, snip and snip again. Just keep going until your pom-pom is a perfect sphere. Beautiful little pom-pom to do with as you please.